Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we're going to finish off the heroic Jade Cargill. We have our Asuka dual card and we have our Eric Valentine's Day card, but it is also the final day of WrestleMania Forever. That's right, it has finally came to an end after such a long amount of time. We also have our free pack in the store, we have our hype train, and we are going to get ourselves a fusion card, a brand new fusion dual card. We'll see what that is. That's everything that you can look forward to seeing here today. We also have this, so let's go ahead and claim our starters pack. And unfortunately we didn't get lucky there. Did give us a season 1 Cody Rhodes though. Still need to collect a whole bunch of the Cody Rhodes Legacy cards if we're to get that Stardust. And we need to play just a few more games of PvP to get that Stardust pack. So we will try, we'll go for it. Let's go into WrestleMania Forever. And we will trade in those Codys that you just saw. And I think it's going to be a Zelina Vega that we're trading in here. Let's take a quick look at our fusion chamber next. I'm not doing this in any particular order. We've got a Roxanne Perez, which is actually a pretty good one. That one is one that we might actually keep. Because, let's see, our female right arrows. Yeah, we'll lock that one down for the time being, actually. Let's go to trainable. And unfortunately, we did have a Asuka before, we got rid of her. And I don't think we need her at this point. Let's go ahead into combinable. We're going to fortify this table. Oh, the other thing we've got is we do have the daily streak. So we're going to see a brand new card from that as well. My goodness, it's going to be quite a long little video. I think we're going to train up this because that is what we've currently got in the Performance Center. And it still has 1 day and 12 hours left to go, so it's got, my goodness, it has quite some time. Right, without any more further ado, let's go ahead and grab our double heroic, well, our first of the double heroics of the Jade Cargills. This is the second last dual event card before we get into WrestleMania 41. Go ahead and start with Stone Cold Steve Austin down here at the bottom. Okay, Axiom, we'll take out Big Old Shinsuke here. And I don't think we can get a perfect game anymore because we've only got one left arrow. So instead, we're just going to try and make this as quick as possible. And we did, by winning 5-4. We have done it. And with one final shard, we have our heroic upgrade. And there we go, there is our heroic Jade Cargill herself. Where did those rarity draft picks come from? Very strange. And we got a People's Championship. Wow. What were those rare to draft picks about? Did I get a rare to draft pick somewhere and wasn't aware of it? What happened there? And why did I get 2 of them? I've never seen that happen before. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just confused. And there we go. There's an F3 People's Championship belt. Over 8,000 to Charisma, which is insane. That is very, very strong. Very, very cool to see. Let's go ahead and go into trainable. And I guess we're going to train up this guitar now. And unfortunately, we are going to get rid of the Asuka again, because we didn't keep the last one, so there's no point in keeping this one. There we go, we're back to 490. Of our 500, we've got 10 whole spaces to work with. My goodness, we are living the lifestyle. Let's go ahead and claim our free gift. We have a 5% chance, a 15% chance of pulling the People's Championship, and it's also going to give us 3 more rare draft picks. It's going to give us a whole bunch of old school cards as well. Okay, no F4 People's Championship. An F3 People's Championship is more than enough, however. This is very, very cool. I'll just take out this entire right-hand side here. Okay. And we will take out both of these, but we will leave the Royal Rumble 25 second wind, because we can use that for trading things in to the WrestleMania Forever, which we will be doing right now. Largely to see if we get either the Pro Uncle Howdy or the Pro Nikki Cross before the tier ends, or before the event ends. Before both, I suppose. It's very generous on the equipment, but unfortunately not the equipment we need. Oh, dual Miss Elizabeth card. Okay, we're going to go into real turn now. The last time we're going into real turn, we get 2 of them. It feels absolutely crazy that WrestleMania Forever is finally coming to an end after we've been with it for such a long amount of time. I spent so many credits on this event. I'm also really glad I saw that in my team, someone got the 44,000 People's Champion, The Rock. So it makes me really happy that that was a card that was widely available to people, because I think it is a card that a lot of people would have really wanted, with The Rock with the People's Championship over his shoulder. Oh, we just completed the currency collector as well. We'll go ahead and claim that. I'm going to leave those 15 draft picks for the time being, just in case, because, well, we don't want to go locking ourselves out of anything again. There's only 9 days left on these Battle Pass things. I'm going to have to claim those as well. Let's go back into real turn. But I am going to wait for the rare draft pick for the last week of dual tier, just in case anything special does show up, the same way that the Kurt Angle and the CM Punk limited editions did show up. I thought that the American Badass Undertaker was going to be the thing that shows up in the retro graphics, but no, and he instead showed up on the web store for 10,000 backstage points, which is absolutely ridiculous. And that is our very, very last spin on Real Turn. And we did get a whole bunch of old school cards. Even me, who's been playing since Season 1, managed to get 1 or 2 cards that I had been missing. So that was a very cool little thing. I'm just going to let this play out. I was going to skip it and then I thought, no, I'm going to let this play so that anyone that wants to can pause the video and see the particular cards that they want to. Because it's rare to see all these old school cards like this. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Combinables. And we're going to see what we can combine here. Ones that I had missed. Just going to keep spending 10 super coins on each of these. And that appears to be it for those. And yes, I don't think I particularly care about any of those. So let's trade these in. Oh, we got a dual card. Ah, Maxine Dupree. That might actually be useful. It is brand new as well. We are locking that down. That was a very, very cool little card. Nice, we're at 316,000. Big old, 316. Big old Stone Cold's number, son. I tell you what. Whole bunch of boots there. We still have a few more events to go. I'm just going to get rid of these cards. We've got 3 left now. So I think we're going to... Do we have anything that we can actually pro? No. Let's go into trainable then. And we're going to train up this guitar. So we'll fortify this. I'm not sure we really need to fortify the Miss Elizabeths or anything that has the 2 stats on them, but it was there and I'm not going to use it for anything else, so why not? So let's train up this to the point where it is finished. There we go, that one is done. Next one, I think we'll do the People's Championship. Just see what the F3 of this looks like. Five hours left to go. Actually, we don't want to go getting rid of those 3 just yet. Is that finished? Discount complete. So it goes up to 8,194 at a fortified 3 of the People's Championship. And to think that we were initially worried about getting even just 1 of them, and by the end we managed to get 5. That is absolutely crazy. We did get very lucky with a lot of the cards in this event. And now let's go ahead and do Ring Smasher. The Ring Smasher is the one that it locks you out of. So this is our last chance to get the Pro Triple H. So we need this one to be a little bit lucky if we are to have any chance of potentially pulling that Triple H. Okay, it's still going. Right, let's go for this one over here then. That's unfortunate. Although we do have a green one. And can we even get the Triple H off of this? I don't think we can. I think I'm just going to have to claim an exit there. Otherwise we would risk getting absolutely nothing. At least this gives us a chance at getting Uncle Howdy's and Nikki Cross's. We'll go for the top left. There's a Stephanie Vacure. And now we trade in a little bit more. Let's make sure that... Oh, there's a few of these that could be pro'd. Yeah, let's go ahead and make some stars, shall we? It costs 35, but it does get them their star that we wouldn't get otherwise. This one I'll let you see the pro animation for anyone that hasn't seen it. There's not an awful lot going on. It's pretty much just exactly there that you see, but just in case anyone hadn't seen it and did want to see it, that's what it looks like. I really can't believe that we are almost finished with this event. I think initially I really didn't like this event, especially when it started with lights out and just how impossible it seemed. But the later it went on, they gave us more cards that were worth more points. They gave us more of a chance to get up to that 200,000, and it eventually became a pretty good mode. But I think they had a pretty rocky start, to say the least. We're now doing the final lights out. Not sure what he's exactly going for there. Make a little Pac-Man ghost on his side. Let's just go ahead and clear out this whole thing. Okay, and let's just go ahead and claim an exit. I'm just going to skip all in these ones because, well, we very rarely get anything of any worthwhile from lights out. My goodness, we are running out of supports that we want to get rid of. I think it's time for us to look at Battle Pass. We're going to take everything apart from the retro draft picks. Those are the only things we're not going to claim. So I did have a feeling it would give us a couple of supports that would help us out here. We did get a dual pump it up as well. That's not so bad. And there we go, we're going to keep the retro draft picks just in case there is anything cool in that final week. And we're also going to go ahead and grab our daily streak rewards as well, of which we've got a few saved up, but the one that we really care about is this one, where we get the Alex Shelley and the Chris Sabin dual card. Now, this also comes with 500 backstage tokens, and also on the W Supercard website, if you go into the backstage tokens, you can actually get a pro of this for another 500 backstage tokens. So you can actually potentially get a pro if you want, or you can use the 500 backstage tokens on whatever else you want. But this is really cool that it gives you what is essentially a free plus speed to your entire deck, which will help out with campaign mode, and it'll probably help out with the next campaign mode as well, because I completed this campaign mode using Royal Rumble 25 supports. And in fact, actually, I think if we go into campaign mode, I can actually still show you. Okay, that one was... Yeah, so I'm still using the Diesel for power. For speed, of course, I do have the Bob the Brain Heenan. But for charisma, it is Maurice. For toughness, it is Maxine Dupree, which are both Royal Rumble 25 cards. So 3 of my 4 supports were Royal Rumble 25s. So it is very cool to see the cards being given away. I mean, even towards the end of the dual tier, it is still really nice to see them given away as sort of event cards like that. So that one is a pretty cool little one. I'm not sure whether I'm going to go after Pro or not, because I do already have the Bobby the Brain Heenan, but it's really nice for anyone that is missing it. Oh, this can be Catalog Pro, that's 80, that's a bit much, 75, my goodness, and 60. I'm not sure I particularly care about any of those, so I think we are just going to leave them. Let's do some of the last trade-ins now. And then we're going to do Foley's Fouls, which will be the last thing in WrestleMania Forever that we do. And then that will be WrestleMania Forever done and dusted in its entirety. We have the chance of pulling one more John Cena and Raquel Rodriguez. So let's go ahead and jump into it. One last time. Foley's Fouls. Let's go. A nice easy pattern for us. I think we got all of them. We did. Very cool. That one wasn't very good. Wow. Thought I did better than that. Okay, we got... Well, we did manage to complete it. We've got 231. So we've got the maximum pack, and let's see what we get from it. This is our very last WrestleMania Forever pack. And there we go. It looks like that is it finished, though we did get a Pro Feral Stone Cold Steve Austin. You can also make the legendary Triple H and the ultra rare Shawn Michaels and the ultra rare Sheamus as well. And Nasty Boy Jerry Sags. And super rare Seth Rollins. Okay, we've got a few different cards there that we can make into pros. This also used to have a pro animation where the lights in the background would shine back and forth, which obviously has disappeared. And this also used to have an animation that it was almost like a sort of little kind of flare, kind of fire thing in the background that was purple and blue. This one again also had a pro animation where the lights in the background would move back and forth. The rares did have a bit of a pro animation, but it was just more of a kind of shine that it had to the back of the card. And this one again It was a little bit of a shine, but the light kind of went just like back and forth just a little bit. That's how those all worked. Okay, let's go ahead and trade in our last WrestleMania Forever cards. Well, actually, we're going to do it the other way around. Maybe not that one. Actually, how many do I have? That is the question. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we've only got 10 of these that we can reasonably tag in. I don't think it really matters. We're at 326,000. And we only needed 200,000. And I think that is us done with WrestleMania Forever. I think it is completed. We have nothing left to do in it that I'm aware of, which seems absolutely crazy to me. We are going to indeed fortify our Bryan Danielson Pump It Up. And unfortunately, we don't need this Alex Shelley because our male up arrows are significantly strong enough as they are. There you can see them. So in the end, let's take a quick look at our general dual cards. In the end, we did not get the Pro Jacob Fatu. We did not get the Pro Triple H, the flip version. We didn't get the Pro JBL either. We were also missing the Liv Morgan and the Uncle Howdy and the Jimmy Uso, the Nikki Cross, but we did manage to get pros of the Alexa Bliss, the Jey Uso, the Penta was F1, the Damian Priest, the Bayley, the F2 Big Match John Cena, and of course we got the final boss The Rock and our pro dashing Cody Rhodes as well. So overall, I think it has been a fairly decent little tier. It's a lot better than what I was initially expecting it to be. So I am pleasantly surprised, to say the least. And we can make this pro Feral Stone Cold. I forgot about this. That will give us another star. And we still have Hype Train to go before we finish up today's little video. I think we are just going to get rid of the Alex Shelley. Oh, I was expecting that to be finished. Okay, now it's complete. Yeah, we'll go for the Pump It Up. That'll be our next one. Still needs a little bit more. $2 hours. I think that might need 2 cards. That one's also completed. Another really cool thing about the WrestleMania Forever is it gave you enough cards that you could level up your cards nice and quickly, nice and easily. Like so. And we're going to get rid of this John Cena as well. Still has a little bit of time to go. So our one last thing that we can go for here is Hype Train. Let's go ahead and play this and just see how lucky we can get. Okay, so a 7, 6, and 5 I think is perfect actually. That is a Hype 2. That's less good. We're going to put the 8 down here. With the 7 and the 6, we can get either a 6 or a 5, and that would be Hype 2. But the 8 is significantly harder to deal with. So that is Hype 2 there. And this bottom one, unfortunately, we can't do anything about. We're just going to have to let that get overhyped. And then we're just going to claim our reward for 4 hype count. And unfortunately we didn't get anything on that one either. Though we did get the old school Wrestlemania 33 Booker T, but we've already got the pro of that, so we didn't need him. In fact, I think we can trade these in. We have one final trade-in shot. Let's see what we get. Once again, unfortunately, nothing that is particularly helpful for us. And there, I think that is us now officially done. It's going to be really weird to see tomorrow when we log in and all this WrestleMania Forever is just no longer there. And of course, the ring domination will be finishing in 17.5 hours. So if you haven't finished, make sure that you do that if you want to get your Jade Cargill as well. And next week, we are going to be seeing the Road to Glory, which will be the final event of Dual Tier. And then April 16th, just over a week from now, will be when WrestleMania 41 debuts on Wednesday. So that's going to be very, very exciting to see. And we're going to be kicking off WrestleMania 41 with a Flash ring domination and war games. So do try and make sure that you are up to WrestleMania 41 tier ahead of ring domination starting, so that you can get whatever the first WrestleMania 41 event card is. Because once ring domination starts, whatever tier you are in is what you'll be locked into. You'll be locked into those rewards, I think. Maybe in ring domination you can actually level up. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of Giants Unleashed, where you're locked into your rewards. I think ring domination you are allowed to level up, so regardless, you want to be WrestleMania 41 tier. And in order to do that, you want to try and complete this little dual image here. Try and have the best cards possible. And you also want to level yourself up all the way to level 38 and get all your experience done. If you can do that before the WrestleMania 41 tier, that will help you out tremendously once the new tier happens. And of course, if you can clear out campaign mode, then when the new campaign mode begins for WrestleMania 41 tier, it will help you get a whole bunch of WrestleMania 41 cards in addition to the rest of your other stuff. So with that said, folks, I think that is going to be it for this little video, and I really hope that you have all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought of WrestleMania Forever. In the end, I really enjoyed it, but in the beginning, I was quite against it. So I am glad to see that it ended up turning itself around. I think if the entire tier had all stayed similar to Lights Out, I don't think it would have been very enjoyable, Lights Out or Ring Smasher. But I think it got better in the end, although I am a little bit annoyed that I never did get the Pro Triple H. With that said, folks, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.